It is the morning of day 5 on the John Muir Trail. I think I'm getting a late start. I've been seeing the PCT set cruising by for a while now. Went out to get my bear can just as I woke up, and there's already somebody going by. I just saw 2 people go by now. But today I'm going to be hitting Silver Pass eventually. Should be crossing some streams, going next to some lakes, and I definitely have an endpoint for today. The furthest I'm going to go is the Junction to Vermilion Valley Resort because there is a very steep climb after that, and it would be at the end of the day. So on my way to Silver Pass, see what's on the way. And just as a reminder, I camped overlooking this beautiful scene. Let me see if I can get it to focus on the mountains a little bit more. Very, very pretty. The trail is just down here. How about this to a start to the morning? Coming down to a beautiful, beautiful mountain lake. This is Purple Lake. It's not quite purple, but it is a very pretty lake. And the morning light, the peaks behind it. It was a cold night last night, so I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, so I woke up kind of grumpy, but this will fix the grumpies. Should be going over its outlet, too. Look at this, there's an actual bridge, not just a bunch of logs cut into a bridge, an actual bridge across this outlet from the lake. I don't know if you can see the lake. I'm going to try to raise my phone up as far as possible. But this is where it comes out. That's where it flows down into that valley. And this is where I finished crossing the bridge. And just like yesterday, I stopped filming just to film again. Just on the other side of this bridge is another view of the lake from the bottom. Gosh, it's so pretty. See these purple wildflowers here too. Good start to the morning. Now I think I have a climb. That's not as fun. Passing another beautiful lake. This is Lake Virginia. And I remember this one from my previous time I went through here because there was a lot of snow on one side of the lake. It was really steep, and if you slipped right into the lake. Not going to have this problem this year. It's really nice and green. Very pretty. Still moving around Lake Virginia. The trail actually goes around it for quite some time. But it's a beautiful lake. Look how clear that water is. Surrounded by the mountains. No snow. Down by the outlet there are tons of wildflowers. Really pretty time of year to be hiking this trail. Look at these views as I'm heading down the trail. I've started a descent that will lead to my ascent to Silver Pass. Still several miles away, but had a break in the tree line, and oh my god, look at this. In all honesty, these are the same views I had yesterday, last night, but I'm much closer to these peaks now. This is just, it's unbelievable. Traveling through this area is difficult, as it is a mountain, but oh, it's so pretty. Look at this. This is so stupid. It's one of those places where it's hard to believe you're here. Even at the bottom, which I'm probably headed to, or near there, it's that nice winding creek. This is so amazing. And just like that, I am down at the bottom, at the meadow. Trail came from way up here. I know I'm supposed to go down to about 9,200 feet, and then Selden is later. Silver Pass is just under. All these wildflowers blooming. This is definitely wildflower season. At this altitude anyway, elevation. But Silver Pass is just under 10,800. So when I start that climb, it's going to be a slog. Probably a beautiful slog, but slog nonetheless. Alright, if you can hear me over the roar a beautiful, beautiful fish creek. Now I am pretty much finally at the bottom of my descent. There is way more down to go after the meadow. But not only am I at the bottom of the descent, but there is an actual metal bridge here in the backcountry. Because even with the low snow levels this year, this would be a little bit difficult to cross. Definitely way harder with a large volume of water. Another beautiful meadow with some sunshine under these high peaks. I'm happy for the sunshine because it has been overcast most of the day, so I am a little worried about a thunderstorm up on Silver Pass, but hopefully, gosh, it's so pretty. Hopefully it'll be all good. I like the fact that there's sun. I'm still climbing up to Silver Pass. It's about 1.5 miles to go, but emerged into more of that beautiful mosquito-less alpine area. So I'm just gonna swing around really quickly, because with all the wildflowers too, the purple ones, because with this trail, scenery changes real quick. That's because the trails are steep. Okay, almost to my big goal of the day. Well, my app says that Silver Pass is just ahead, but I'm going to call this Silver Pass because if you look, mind the wind again, back where I just came, got one side there, and the other side over here. So it should be all downhill from here, literally, at least for the rest of the day. Again, I make the mistake of putting my phone away too soon. Look at this scene on the other side, especially with that beautiful lighting on those mountains back there, and then into that valley. It's too pretty. I think I've said pretty or beautiful or one of those adjectives way too many times today, and probably the last few videos too, but it's the truth. Marmot. Seen a couple of marmot now. I've not seen any pikas yet. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, and there I go too, obviously because it's shaking. Here the trail goes. And of course, coming down the north side of Silver Pass, well, we're way past it now, descending from Silver Pass, there's beautiful meadows on this side as well. Ecosystems here are pretty tiered, so what you have on one side, you have on the other side. They're just equally beautiful. There's that word again. So take a look at this view. Still descending down from Silver Pass. Oh man, I was waiting for this crossing. It was one of the most unique crossings that I remember. And I'm a little disappointed. So in big snow years, this is a cascading waterfall. And this is a ford. Right now it's a sad little rock hop. I was so disappointed in it being a sad little rock hop, I forgot to name it. This is Silver Creek is the crossing. This is just usually, well, last time I saw this was white water. It's just a trickle. Oh man. Alright. So much for that one. I'm getting close to my endpoint for today, which is the Junction for Vermilion Valley Resort. I might go down the trail to Vermilion Valley. VVR is much easier to say a little bit. I'm not going to VVR. That's a good resupply spot for PCT, but for the JMT it doesn't really make sense. But it's got hot food and showers and laundry, but I also just had a shower and laundry. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to look for campsites maybe just a little bit down that trail or at the trail junction. It's a popular place for people to camp. The reason I'm stopping there is because there is a ridiculous steep climb that comes after that I don't want to do at the end of the day after like 17 miles. So that's where I'm going to be stopping for today. Definitely could go longer, but I'm not going up that hill with no campsites. Okay, here's the junction. Lake Edison is where VVR is located. Right down here, hidden by the trees, is a bridge. I saw a ton of people camping by the bridge. So I'm either going to go down this trail a little bit or search around here and see if I can find a hidden camp spot away from other people, because I don't like camping near other people. That sign is probably a sign that says the ferry is not running this year. So if you take this trail, it's 6 miles. Oh, there it is. It says 6.2 miles to VVR, which is one of the reasons I'm not going to VVR. Okay, I managed to find a site just uphill from that junction, which is good because it's kind of close. So that's the end of day 5. It's day 5 today. Tomorrow I will be going towards the trail junction for my resupply stop. It's the most southerly resupply stop on the trail. That's Muir Trail Ranch, and should be passing 100 miles tomorrow. 100 miles.